A U.S. district judge handed Apple a win last week when it granted a preliminary injunction against Samsung's Galaxy Tab 10.1, and another small victory to the tally for Apple now that Samsung's request to stay the order has been rejected. The BBC talked to a market analyst who says there's a reason Apple's willing to pursue Samsung like this.
2 years ago, Samsung had 3% of the smartphone market. Now they're at 31%. Those numbers are terrifying. And in fact, Samsung shipped more units of phones last year than Apple did.
The two have been going at it over Apple's charge that Samsung had copied the, quote, look and feel of the iPad and iPhone with its Galaxy line. Samsung says that's not the case, but nonetheless, a judge ruled last year that the company was in fact infringing on Apple patents. Fox Business's Neil Cavuto says the legal back and forth could be dangerous. He calls it a case of innovation versus litigation.
Leave Samsung shell-shocked and leave potential Samsung customers with duds. After all, who needs to innovate when you can just, well, I don't know, litigate?
Samsung is appealing to a federal appeals court. For Information Week's Byte blog, Chris Spira says Apple's got the upper hand right now, but he wonders whether this isn't about more than Samsung. The granted injunction against the Galaxy Nexus addresses not only Apple's desire to further remove what they perceive as a flagrant copy, but the core of that infringement, the Android operating system, which Steve Jobs vowed to destroy. It's not just in the U.S. that Apple and Samsung have battled. There's Australia, the Netherlands, Germany, France, and Italy, to name a few. The lawsuit Apple filed in San Jose is set to go to trial at the end of the month. For Newsy, I'm Lauren Zima. Multiple sources, The Real Story.